The roar of Formula One engines echoes through Melbourne every year. But in 2026, the excitement didn't just stay at the racetrack. It spilled into the heart of the city, right into Melbourne's famous Little Italy. If you walked down Lygon Street during the F1 Australian Grand Prix weekend, you would have thought you had stepped into Italy itself. Red Ferrari flags waving everywhere, fans chanting, engines revving, and cafes packed with racing enthusiasts celebrating one of the biggest sporting events in Australia. Just a short distance from the city's centre, Lygon Street becomes the unofficial home of Ferrari fans every Grand Prix weekend. The atmosphere is electric. It's where motorsport meets food, culture, and celebration. In this video, we're taking you right into the middle of Melbourne's Ferrari party, right here on Lygon Street. Ferrari is more than just a racing team. It's a symbol of passion, speed, and Italian pride. Founded in 1947 by Enzo Ferrari, the team has won more Formula One championships than any other constructor. The legendary red colour, known as Rosso Corsa, has become one of the most recognisable colours in motorsport. So it's no surprise that when the F1 circus comes to Melbourne, Ferrari fans naturally gather in Melbourne's Italian Quarter. Lygon Street is famous as the birthplace of Melbourne's cafe culture. Italian migrants began settling here in the 1950s and 1960s, bringing with them espresso machines, pizza ovens, gelato shops, and a love for social street culture. Today, the area is known as Melbourne's Little Italy, and during the Grand Prix weekend, the Italian connection becomes even stronger thanks to Ferrari, the most iconic team in Formula One history. Walking along Lygon Street during the Grand Prix weekend feels like being in a massive street festival. Restaurants decorate their windows with Ferrari flags, fans wear red racing shirts, and exotic sports cars line the street. It's common to see Ferraris cruising slowly down the road while crowds cheer and take photos. Some cafes even play Formula One highlights on screens while people enjoy pizza, pasta, and espresso late into the night. One interesting trivia fact about the Australian Grand Prix is that Melbourne has hosted the race since 1996 at Albert Park Circuit, replacing the previous Adelaide race. The circuit itself is a temporary street circuit built around Albert Park Lake, only about 3 kilometres from Melbourne CBD. Drivers race at speeds exceeding 300 kilometres per hour, making it one of the most thrilling events on the Formula One calendar. Another fun fact, Ferrari fans are known worldwide as the Tifosi. The word comes from Italian and describes passionate supporters who live and breathe Ferrari racing. And when the Tifosi gather, the energy is unforgettable. Lygon Street has become the perfect meeting place for them in Melbourne. Now, here's something interesting about Melbourne during Grand Prix weekend. While the race itself happens at Albert Park, much of the celebration actually happens in the city. Lygon Street becomes a hub for Ferrari liners and car enthusiasts who want to show off their vehicles. It's not unusual to see rare Ferraris worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars parked along the street. Imagine walking past a Ferrari F8 Tributo, a classic Ferrari 458, or even vintage models that look like they came straight from a museum. Car lovers from across Australia bring their vehicles to be part of the celebration. For many visitors, this is almost as exciting as the race itself. And before we continue, if you're enjoying this video and love discovering amazing events around Australia, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Amazing Australia, and leave a comment below. Have you ever watched the Formula One Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne? Or have you visited Lygon Street during the celebrations? Let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. Back on the street, the atmosphere gets even more exciting as the night goes on. Restaurants spill out onto the footpaths with outdoor seating packed full of people celebrating the race weekend. The smell of fresh pizza, pasta, and Italian coffee fills the air. Some places even serve special Grand Prix themed dishes or drinks. One of the most unique parts of this celebration is how it blends Italian culture with Australian motorsport enthusiasm. Melbourne is known as Australia's sporting capital, hosting events like the Australian Open Tennis, the AFL Grand Final, and of course the Formula One Australian Grand Prix. But nowhere else do you see such a strong cultural connection between food, community, and racing like you do here on Lygon Street. If you're planning to visit during the Grand Prix weekend, the best time to experience Lygon Street is in the evening, especially after the day's racing has finished. That's when fans, drivers, supporters, and car enthusiasts gather to celebrate. The street becomes lively, vibrant, and full of energy. The Australian Grand Prix usually takes place in March, which is early autumn in Melbourne. The weather is often perfect, warm during the day and comfortable in the evening, ideal for walking around and enjoying outdoor dining. Melbourne's autumn also brings beautiful golden leaves in nearby Carlton Gardens, making the whole area even more picturesque. Another interesting historical note about Lygon Street is that it is believed to be the place where Australia's first pizza restaurant opened in 1961. Since then, the street has become a landmark for Italian cuisine in Australia. Today, you'll find dozens of restaurants serving authentic Italian food, from wood-fired pizza to handmade pasta and gelato. So when Ferrari fans gather here during the Grand Prix, it feels completely natural. Italian food, Italian cars, Italian racing heritage. It's the perfect combination. For visitors and tourists, the Ferrari celebration on Lygon Street offers something unique. Even if you don't have tickets to the race at Albert Park, you can still experience the excitement of Formula One right here in the city. It's free, open to everyone, and full of energy. Many photographers come here every year to capture the incredible lineup of supercars and the vibrant street atmosphere. It's also one of the best places in Melbourne to meet fellow car enthusiasts and share stories about motorsport. As the night continues, the sounds of laughter, music, and revving engines echo down the street. Ferrari fans proudly wave flags, while people gather around exotic cars to take photos. It's a celebration not just of racing, but of community and passion. And that's the magic of the F1 Australian Grand Prix weekend in Melbourne. The race may happen at Albert Park, but the celebration spreads across the city, and nowhere captures that spirit better than Lygon Street in Melbourne's Little Italy. If you ever visit Melbourne during the Formula One weekend, make sure to add Lygon Street to your list. Come for the Ferrari celebration, stay for the incredible food, and enjoy one of the most exciting atmospheres the city has to offer. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe to Amazing Australia, and share it with your friends who love travel, motorsport, and amazing events around Australia. And don't forget to comment below, which Formula One team do you support? Until our next adventure, we'll see you in the next video as we explore more amazing places and events across Australia.